Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup!
What's going on, y'all? Chilling? Happy Sunday. Welcome back. And getting some stuff done. Saturday, we got some work done. I didn't have much time. Typically on the weekend, because my son's home. He works all week. And we don't get much time to see him. So, got to make time for the family. Today, I think we're going to go to Universal. He wants to go, but I'm not 100% sure. But either way, Saturday I got some work done in the morning. I was up early. Today, obviously, I'm up in the morning early, and I got some more progress done. So I want to show you what I come up with. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, I didn't have much time this weekend. We got things we're gonna do. I'm gonna spend time with my son. Cut up some 12-inch pieces, bent them up, made them a little bit larger than they needed to be because I'm going to trim them out to size. Made this panel here. This is still removable. It's just screwed in right there. It's just to secure it. The dry shaft tunnel isn't 100% yet. It's still, still needs work. I want to wait till my dry shaft comes so I know how much I can do and what I can do, because I don't think I want to make a big center console in here because there's not enough room. So we'll have to see. Another thing I went and did was I reused these old pieces to fill them back in because of the box tubing. We had to cut around it, welded it back up. You can see down here, see that bolt? Well, that bolt is threaded into the chassis, and that bolt will secure the subframe to the chassis, which is basically this piece that I made right here. So now once the floors are all in, this is basically like floor braces, that subframe, and that will strengthen the whole backside of this this floor pan up. I'm gonna weld in solid across here. Once I get that far across here, I've got to straighten this out. This is a little bent. There's a little gap here. Just got to pull this up. Tap, tap, tappity on that. Same thing on the other side. And what I went ahead and did was I put some box tubing across, piece of plate temporarily, tacked it to this, because I'm going to pull the body off the chassis and start working from the underside. I've got to clean out the wheelhouses, start getting them ready for Monday. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start working on the wheelhouses. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section or hit me up. I want to tie everything in to one another inside the wheelhouse. It's going to be a little difficult, but I'm going to do my best. Probably just going to temporarily tack it because like I said, I want to replace the quarters. I don't know if I said that or not, but I found a guy on the internet that sells quarter skins. I want to replace the drivers and passenger. I also want to, let me get my light. I want to make this look all nice inside here. It'd be a lot easier once the body's off, up in the air. Obviously this needs to be trimmed up. Like I said earlier, it's larger than expected. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull the body off now, and I'll see you in a minute. Funny story for you. So the cow had a bunch of acorns and leaves and stuff in it, and I'm like, how am I getting this out? All these leaves. There's no drainage pan or nothing. So I said, took the vacuum. I'm using my little Allen key. I'm brushing all the leaves and acorns, sucking it up with the vacuum. I'm like, son of a gun, how the hell does this come out? And I said, holy cow, it's removable. It's actually the vent. Pretty cool. These two holes here are drain holes, which is right here. So when the water comes in through the cowl, it runs through that and drains out through here. thought it was pretty neat. But yeah, we're gonna get to the front soon as far as making inner fenders and cleaning it up nice. I'm not shaving anything or filling in any holes. Another thing I wanted to mention was basically using GM brakes. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat again. These are GM calipers in the front. Let's do this. And they're also GM calipers in the rear. Rear disc brakes, front disc brakes. I'm replacing the brake booster and the master. I ordered an S10 and an S10, a master and booster. I hope I can fit it in here. Let me pause this just. So the booster is a whole lot smaller. Let me show you on my son's car, because this is what was coming up. You see how that booster's kicked off? It's smaller, it's wider, it's kicked off the firewall. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. I've got a proportioning valve disc to disc, because I'm going to be running rear disc. This is an S10 brake booster. So I'm hoping, brake master, I'm hoping that once it comes, I'll have enough room, which I should, to fit it in here. And then I've got a Toyota, because I'm running a Toyota transmission, hydraulic slave and all that stuff. I got to mount this inside here, and then weld on linkage to my pedals. No big deal. I did it in the C10 and the 64 because I was running a 6-speed in that. But yeah, that's what I wanted to point out before I pull the body off real quick. Okie dokie, so now the body's off. You can see how it's all coming together. I could finish trimming some pieces underneath here. I can finish stitching this up. I made some new gussets to support the body mounts. I can clean up the wheelhouses, get all this paint off, trim it out where it needs to be, finish stitching up in here, finish, welding all these little seams and put a little filler in here. I can make my filler panels underneath here now. And I've got to trim this. I've got to cut back about 3/4 of an inch on this bar, and I got to cut this off and move it back about 3/4 of an inch. So it tucks into here, and cut these seatbelt nuts off because they're going to be in the way. And then, yeah, can finish this and move on to the next project, which will be the motor, getting the motor all together. Overall, I'm happy. I'm very happy how it's come out, considering this is the first handmade floor I've done from scratch. So, yeah. I've got to fix this. Somebody decided to push a forklift blade through it. Got a little more welding and grinding up in here I got to do. Some grinding in here. I got to grind the welds down. But yeah, I like it. It's good for me, man. It is good for me. Weld my stud in. Right now it's removable. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I really do. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Gotta have fun what you're building. If you're not having fun with it, then there's a problem. So that's all. Just wanted to show you how it's coming. Sorry. Why don't you leave it in the comment section? I'm open to suggestions. As I said, this is the first time I've made floors from scratch. I've cut in quarters. I've cut in floors, replaced inner and outer rockers, cab corners and all that stuff. And it's easier, obviously, when you have a piece that's already bent and you know where it has to go, but it's a lot harder when you got to make it from scratch. Overall, I'm very happy how it's coming out, though. Yeah, so that's about it. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to thank you guys for your support. I want to thank you guys for leaving comments in the comment section saying, hey, you're doing a good job or whatever. It really, truly means a lot to me. I can't say it enough because it really does. I think what I'd like to do is once we hit 500 subscribers, not too far away, I want to give out a $50 gift card to the 500th subscriber, you know, as a thank you. And then once obviously we hit 1,000, maybe we'll give out a $100 gift card. And I got some ideas to give things away to, you know, tools, because I want to promote your, you know, your enthusiast to go ahead and try these things. It's not as hard as you think. I mean, I've got simple tools. These are simple tools. It's all you're doing is playing a game of connect the dots. You know, when you build a truck or a car, it's all about connecting the dots. You gotta have a plan, and you know, you attack. Everybody's skill level is on a different platform. You know, I'm self-taught, so versus someone who's learned professionally or learned by professionals. So, but I want to promote, you know, your average Joe, your average enthusiast to, you know, go out and buy some tools and give it a try. It's not that hard. It really, truly isn't all that hard. A buddy of mine that I work with, he says to me all the time, he goes, I don't understand how you do it. This doesn't make sense. You know, how do you know? And again, it's just about connecting the dots. All right, so first I got to do this, then I got to do that, and then I got to do this, and then I got to do that. It's not that hard. And just practice. Lots of practice. Practice welding. By no means am I a dime stacking expert. I don't care to be a dime stacking expert. Those kind of people are on a different level. You know, they're more patient and more professional. I want to get my truck done and use it before the summer's over. And like I said in an earlier video, you have to get to a point where you draw the line and say, you know what, I'm spending too much time on it. It's really beating me up, or it's just taking too long, and this isn't fun. It's not fun no more. So I think I veered off the course a little bit, but the point I'm getting at is give it a try, guys. It's not that hard. I promise you, it really isn't that hard. Once you do your first truck, you'll see it really isn't all that hard. So anyway, what I'd like to do is encourage. I want to give back to the community once I get to that level. That's my goals. That's my ideas. And we'll see how it goes. So with that being said, I thank you guys for your time. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day.